Asna.
Okay, good, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. So now we are discussing more points on the interview preparation. You got my point, right? Okay, ma'am. When you are appearing for the interview, they will just ask the different types of experience that you had in previous. Okay, and the next one is they will just come to the one question, that is, what are the implementations that you have done in previous company, and what are the support projects that you have done in your previous company, and also if you had any rollout project experience and on, they would just go through that experience. Okay, and I mean if they don't have any idea on their rollout projects and all. Okay, so the first thing is, when you have the interview preparations and all, okay, in your mind, so you just need to have more points on your experience. Okay, so first you should be in a position to explain the interview preparation. Okay, what is the interview preparation? That means how much experience do you have right now, and the next one is in which company you are working or in which company you are serving. That is the important thing. And the next one is whatever the advanced courses that you have learned from any institutions, they will just focus on those things. Okay. So suppose if the company requirement is we need to have the those person who has the advanced certifications like in SAP S4 HANA or SAP ECC and all, they will just focus on the certification process. If they have the certification process and all, like SAP ECC and SAP S4 HANA, so they will just take those profiles only. Okay, they they no need to take any training profiles. They just take the SAP S4 HANA certification profiles and all. Okay, see, if you have different types of experience in SAP S4 HANA, that is the another thing, ma'am. No need to worry. They will not going to ask you any certification things and all. You got my point, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the next one is once you are done with the interview things like experience interview things and all, they will just move to the implementation things that you have done in your previous company. You got my point? And you should be in a position to explain the client's project details and all. Okay. See, whatever the points that you have mentioned in your resume, they will just focus on those things and they will just ask you those things only. Okay. So then next one is when it comes to the implementation project details and all. Okay, how many implementation projects that you have done? That is the first question. And what are the methodologies that you have used, okay, in your blueprint phases to implement the business process in SAP system? Okay, so then next one is in realization phase, what you have done. They will just ask you the questions. And what are the initial configurations that you have done for your particular client based on the blueprint things. Okay, so I mean we will going to prepare the as is document and to be document, right? So based on that things, what are the initial configurations that you have done in your implementation project? And the next one is if it is a baseline configurations and all. Okay, whatever the baseline configurations things and all. And the next one, whatever the configurations that are not done in baseline configurations, those questions also they will going to ask you. And the next one is in final preparation, what you have done, what are the testings that you have done, and what are the trainings that you have given to your end users, what are the cutover activities that you have done, and I mean, when it comes to the required tasks, okay, for the go lives and all, what you have done, they will just ask you these questions. And after the completion of this implementations and all, have you given the support to the same project? They will just ask you the questions on the support phases also. Okay. And the next one is, if you are in a support project, and what are the configurations and customizations that you have done, and how you are moving those data from development servers to the production servers, and how you are testing those things in quality service. Okay, so they will just ask you different types of questions on the implementation project. And after that, you know it very well, end user is ready to make the postings for the daily basis business transactions and all. You got my point now? And then next one is, whatever the tickets that are coming from the any clients and all, they will just ask you the tickets, how many priority tickets that you have handled. So can you tell me the things on these tickets? Okay, and when it comes to the main priority ticket, so how you have solved, okay, in how many hours you have solved this ticket. They will just ask you the questions. Okay, don't worry, I'm just coming to this support projects after the completion of the implementation phase. Okay, in the implementation, they will just focus on the blueprint phases. They will just focus on the project preparation phases. They will just focus on the realization phases, configuration phases, final preparation phases, and uh, the tasks that are giving to the end users, the trainings that you are giving to the end users, that we can call it as a go live things. Okay, so required tasks that they will going to ask you. Okay, so required tasks and testings, cutover activities, and end user trainings and all, they will just ask you the question. This is totally about the implementation project. Okay, how we can prepare the implementation project documentations and all. Okay, when you are working on something, okay, so you will going to uh, write different types of documents on your configurations. Okay, they will just give you the tasks on the FI2 AP, okay, accounts payables process and all. So every day you should prepare the documents to explain each and everything to the client. Okay. So if you don't give the documents to the client, how they can understand? Okay. Okay. These are the processes in SAP systems. They will not going to understand, right? So if you give the document, so they will just come to the one conclusion that, okay, yes, we do have one document. Based on this document, we will just do these types of things. And after that, they will just get the solution from the different types of documents, how to post the transactions in SAP, FICO, SAP S4 HANA, and also ECC. That is the thing, ma'am. And then next one is, they will just focus on the configuration things. What are those configurations, ma'am? So now, how we can say, okay, just I will just explain you about the different types of asset accounting. Okay, what are those things? Like, what do you mean by asset accounting? Okay, first they will just ask you the one question. I mean, in your resume preparation, so you have mentioned about the complete configurations on the SAP FI2 AA. That means asset accounting. So I have implemented the asset accounting complete configurations for the particular client in SAP system. Okay, so if you mention like this, automatically they will just ask you the different types of questions on the asset accounting. Okay, so those asset accountings are, you know it very well. Okay, so that means when it comes to the asset accounting definitions and all, earlier we have discussed a lot of things on the asset accounting and all. Okay, so you should be in a position that when they ask, what do you mean by asset accounting? they are asking the definition of the asset account. Okay, so asset accounting component is used for managing and supervising the fixed assets. Okay, in SAP system, and it serves as a subsidiary ledger to the general ledger, and it will going to provide the detailed information on transactions involving fixed assets. It manages companies' fixed assets right from the acquisition to the retirement. Okay, so when they ask the what do you mean by asset accounting? So you should be in a position to tell the definition of the asset accounting only. Okay, ma'am. So automatically they would get the knowledge. Okay, this person has much knowledge on the asset accounting and all. So if you say the definition, they will come to the conclusion definitely. Okay, I mean, why means you have done that much of configurations in SAP S4 HANA or ECC, and also you have prepared different types of documents in SAP S4 HANA and also ECC. You got my point, right?
Yes.
And after, if you are very much perfect with any questions that they are going to ask you, okay, and they will just move to the scenarios that you have prepared for the particular client. What are those scenarios, ma'am? Suppose now you have worked more on the asset accounting, and they will just ask you the questions on the real-time business processes. What are those real-time business processes? If it is related to the asset under construction, okay, give me 1 second. Now it is a asset under construction business process. Okay, what are the business transactions configuration steps that are there in asset accounting? They will just ask you the question. Okay, so um, now just they have asked the scenario. How you can implement the asset under construction in a SAP system based on your client requirement. Okay, so if they ask those questions like this, automatically you should say the configuration steps. Okay, don't tell any business process. They are asking the configuration steps like define settlement profile, assign settlement profile to the company code, and maintain number range for settlement documents, and creation of asset under constructions. Okay, so before we create assets under constructions, make sure that company code is assigned to the particular controlling areas and all. Then you will do the asset acquisition. Then if you want to add the freight charges and all, you can also add the freight charges. And the next one is settlement of asset under construction to the main asset using transaction code AIAP. And we can calculate the depreciation for the particular asset under construction. I mean, after the completion of the process to the main asset. Okay, if you transfer the asset under construction values to the main asset, then we are in a position to calculate the depreciation on the particular asset. Okay, so if it is in a asset under construction, so you cannot calculate the depreciation, right? So you should say all these things to the interviewer like this. Okay, ma'am. When they ask about the definition, so you should tell the definition only. When they ask about the configuration steps, you should tell the configuration steps. Okay, so you should not deviate from the any subject or any configurations or any business scenarios and on. You got my point right now.
Yes.
So for this session, you can just analyze the points on the implementation things and on. Then tomorrow we do have one session on the supporting project, and day after tomorrow we do have a session on the rollout project and all. And please be prepared for the particular interview and all. And also whenever you raise any questions or whenever you're giving answers to the particular questions, that make sure that you should be in a position to explain the concept from basic thing to the advanced thing. Then only they can able to select your profile. Otherwise, how they can select your profile, ma'am?
Yeah, understood, sir.
So
Yeah.
without giving answers on the particular things and all, they will not going to select your profile, right? And now, ma'am, the most important point is here. 85% of the companies are looking for the SAP FICO S4 HANA candidates only, not on any ECC version candidates. Why? Because they know they are coming from the fake experience. Okay, if you have fake experience, don't worry. Okay, you have learned a lot of subject. When it comes to the client handling things and all, you know it very well how you can handle the things. Okay, they will just ask you the questions on the configurations and business scenarios and all. Okay, you have learned a lot of things. Then why you are getting the fear? Okay, so don't be in a fear. Okay, see, I'm not just telling these points to you, I'm just telling these points to another our trainees and also our YouTube followers and all. Okay, so don't make conclusion that we are in a fake experience positions and they will just observe those things and they will just I mean automatically they will just reject our profiles and all. Don't think like this. If you have the stuff, if you have the business implementation thoughts, and if you have the much subject on the SAP S4 HANA and ECC, then no one will going to stop you. No one will going to remove you from the any company, and no one will going to fire your profile if you have the much knowledge. And most probably they are just looking for the SAP S4 HANA candidates only. Okay, why? Because 85% of the companies are migrated to the SAP S4 HANA. Okay, they are not using the any ECC versions and don't see, learn the ECC. Okay, with the help of ECC, just learn the SAP S4 HANA. Okay, see, most of the trainers will give you the ECC version classes, and also they will not just going to give you the SAP S4 HANA classes. Why? Because they had no experience on the SAP S4 HANA. They had experience on the ECC. Okay, so I'm just warning you. No, I'm just giving you the suggestion that please try to learn the SAP S4 HANA, which is very important in our present market.
No, sir, my S4 HANA certification trainer is trained in S4 HANA only.
Yes, yes, yes.
Actually, it's a,
Yes.
sir, you know about the seed infotech.
But the main
Right
important
now,
thing is,
seed
no,
infotech.
Mhm,
It's at Mumbai. It's at Thane. Sorry, it's at Pune. But
mhm.
at that time, due to Corona, actually, my first certification ECC is completed in 2020, and another is 2021. As for HANA certification at 2021, and I had completed my ECC certification in 2020. And at that time, Corona is going on. That's why more of the classes are shut down. And here also Mumbai is in Mumbai. Lots of institutes are closed for this, and they are giving remote education. And one of my friend suggests me for this institution, and I joined there, and I got to certification from there. And my second trainer, when I pursuing my sorry, S4 HANA, he trained in S4 HANA, but he is not giving access in that. He is giving access in ECC. Right now, I'm taking my S4 HANA access, and I'm practicing that.
Definitely, ma'am. The main important thing is that, see, when you practice in SAP S4 HANA,
Yeah.
okay, you will not going to get any fear when you are handling with
As
the science
different
and all.
when he's showing his screen in S4 HANA, but
Yes.
we are practicing in S4 ECC. When I'm doing practicing now in S4 HANA, the screen is little different from ECC. Uh,
Okay.
but
See,
I'm trying to
my
practice.
main theme is, ma'am,
Yeah,
in my training, after the completion of the ECC class,
yeah.
then I will show them. So this is the exact difference. Okay, when you are comparing with any ECC versions and all. configuration related things. Okay.
Okay.
And after the 1 hour class of ECC and all, then I will move to the SAP S4 HANA configuration class. Complete configurations will be there. If you go to my YouTube channel, automatically you will going to see a lot of questions and a lot of errors and a lot of business scenarios in SAP S4 HANA. Those not are in ECC. Whatever the things that we have done in ECC, all the things are done in SAP S4 HANA also.
For Hana. Yeah.
Okay, so why? Because see, ECC is the most populated version. Okay, and at the same time, they are migrated to the SAP S4 HANA version, so which are very flexible for the business transactions. Okay, so that is very see, if it is a very flexible for the business transactions, okay, automatically they will move to the those SAP versions, SAP S4 HANA versions only, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I will just give you the example. Now you have iPhone, and they are giving the different types of updates on the apps and also software update systems and on. So will you going to adapt those software's updated systems or not? Definitely you will going to adapt it, right?
Yes, sir.
So that is why, because you will just explore more options in any versions.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you should be a updated one, you should not be a updated one, right?
Yes, sir.
So try to update yourself with the more subject and knowledge and all. Automatically, when you are appearing for the interviews, I mean, if you appear for the 10 interviews or 5 interviews or 15 interviews, so I will just give you the assurance that definitely within 15 companies, you will going to, I mean, your profile will be selected in 8 companies. So my assurance is like that for my students and all. But the thing is that, see, when I ask one question on these, any concepts like tough concepts and all, okay, don't be in a fear mode. Just try to tell what are the points that are coming into your mind.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so don't be in a fear. See, when you are appearing for the first interview, automatically you will going to get the fear. That is the, that is a universal truth. And after that, when you're appearing for the second interview, automatically that fear will be removed, okay, from your mind or anything. And after that, when they ask one questions and all, okay, if you don't know that questions, just try to write down those questions on your notepad. Okay, again, if you go to the another interview, so you will just remember, oh, okay, this is the exact point that we need to tell to this interview question. Okay, so these are the implementation things and on. So now it is not at all done. You will going to learn a lot of
A lot of
things.
things are there. Exactly because what happened now. I am showing. I have 1 year experience in 1 year in the sense. I have one implementation project experience, and I have 3 support project experience. And uh, in which company right now I am pursuing. At that company, I had done my implementation. Then after, I am pursuing with support. Okay.
Yes.
I am showing this thing and I don't have knowledge how I write the report. I saw the report actually. Uh, 3 4 friends of mine who are working in SAP sector, but they are not belongs to FI, but they are working in SD, MM like this. I
Okay.
saw the implementation report of there. I just scare how then if without any knowledge, how can I write this report in Word? I
Okay.
want how the
See,
report
now,
and what
uh,
using for that format uh, for
okay.
reporting.
Okay.
That's I want to
So
know.
the main important thing is that
Yeah.
suppose they have to implement the asset under constructions in asset account. Okay. So previously they had no any asset under constructions, asset details and on. And now their business are expanding and they want to have the asset under constructions. for their business processes and all. Okay, so for that thing, you will going to prepare one business requirement document. Okay, and we can call it as a reporting document. So recently I have created one document, so which is for the business client. Okay, so that is Tulsi and client, so which is located in Chennai and all. The main important thing here is that is asset under construction settlement profile process. Okay, they have settlement profile, but when it comes to the asset under constructions, they need to have the configuration on these things for the particular vendors and all. So that is why, and for customers also, we need to have asset under construction process. Then you will just prepare the configuration document. After the completion of the configuration document, you will just give the proper explanation on the asset under constructions to the particular client. If they are okay with that, you will just generate the report with the quality service and on. Okay, you will just test the things. You will just test the scenarios, and after that, you will come to the reporting point. Okay, so the reporting point is if those fields are related to the ABAP as well as the SAP FI, then ABAP will create the technical document and FI will create the functional specification document. Okay, and after that, if it is not related to the ABAP things, okay, you are the one person who will going to create the functional specification document, and that should be submitted to the client. Okay, so now it is in an asset under construction. Now you will just explain the asset under construction process, and after that configuration steps, and after that you have to attach the screenshots of how it is working. Okay, so that we can call it as a reporting document, and that should be submitted to the client servers. Okay, so whether it is related to the Citrix servers or whether it is related to the any incognito window servers and on, you should be in a position to upload the documents, okay, on the reporting documents. If it is related to the technical documents and on, technical people will prepare the technical specification document, functional people will prepare the functional specification document, and with the attaching of these two documents, we will upload these documents in the client servers. You got my point?
Yes, sir.
So I will just share you the reporting documents and all after the two sessions. Okay, you can just try to have a look on these things, how they can prepare and what are the screenshots that they are assigning. And also I will just going to share you the knowledge on the different things I mean, what are the servers that are there in SAP FICOS for HANA systems, and what are the servers that are there in ECC, development servers, production servers, and quality service and on, and how the vendors will be, how the customers will be, and when it comes to the demo service and when it comes to the real-time service and all, what is the major difference that we are going to observe? You will going to have a lot of documents in any interview preparations and all. Okay, just try to have a look. And also today, just share your mail ID. I will just share you the interview preparation material as well as the new real-time scenarios in SAP S4 HANA videos and all. Okay, and also I will just share you the my real-time sandbox servers configuration documents and all. You will going to have a lot of details.
From your implementation, what you send me that recording now, your introduction class recording.
Yes,
So at that time also, I just delight lots of things from that only I learned. What we are doing our implementation project, or what pages we are going to face, and what is big gap. When I was studying in S4 HANA classes, now I'm very confused about that gap analysis. What is that gap analysis, and why it's happening, and why we rectify it, and how? Why? What's the purpose? From
okay.
your So, sir, I
So,
get the clear. I cleared now what is fluid gap analysis and why it's happening and what we are doing on that. Really, it's nice for me because after long confusion, I get clear now. What is your and one more
so
question is there, sir.
yeah,
You
yeah, tell me.
for rollout project for rollout project,
Uh-huh.
my trainer explained that if we have some legal changes, what have done in our country, that we execute once it's happened in with all with company. In rollout project only we changes that configurations. And you
Yes,
explained like some different scenario. So what's the
yes.
is it like this or what you explain like that? I'm
Okay,
confused
good.
here because
So,
both are different.
okay, no issue. When it
Yes, sir.
comes to the first question, that is gap analysis, and you have prepared the as is document and to be document.
Yes,
Okay. So, in as is document, what are the things that we are going to do? Okay. That is the main important thing right now when it comes to the business processes and all. In as is document, what you will going to do? Do you know any things and all? Okay, no issue. In as is document, I mean, we send this document to the client, and based on that preparing documents and all, we will going to prepare the to be document. So to be documents means, you know, it will how we are going to map those information into the SAP system. As is documents means what are the things that we are going to prepare. Okay, and those things will be sent to the particular client. If they are okay with that, we will going to prepare the to be document, right? And if they are not okay with the to be document, or else if they are not okay with the first document, that is as is document, and if the requirement is not at all fulfilled for their requirement, okay, then gap analysis will come into the picture. You got my point, no?
yes, yes,
So now I will just give you the example on the standard configuration. You do have standard configuration like enterprise structure configurations, basic settings things, and asset accounting configurations, automatic payment broker configuration. All the things are there. Okay. So you are following different types of configurations, and those configurations are standard configurations. And they don't need any standard configurations, they need customized configurations. If they are not okay with that standard requirement, then we need to go for the gap analysis. Okay, then we will change the customization, we will change the document like customization things and all, customization configurations and all. So with the help of those gap analysis documents only, we can able to give the proper solution to their customization requirement. On that thing, we use the gap analysis.
yeah.
That is your first question answer. And the second question is, what is the second question, ma'am?
Rollout project. Is
Rollout.
it
Okay,
rollout?
good. And now you are using the tally versions. Okay. I will just give you the example of the tally versions and all. You do have different types of supermarkets in your locality. Okay, so you are buying some soaps, you are buying some vegetables, and you are buying some essentials for your home. And you will just take those cards to the particular billing persons and all. So they will just enter the different types of business things, business transactions. Okay, you if you are buying the soaps, that is one business transaction for the particular organization. You are the one customer, right? An organization is there. And for the particular organizations and also customers, they need to generate one entry. So if they generate one entry at the time of month end or at the time of year end and all, they will just analyze how much profit that we are getting and how much loss that we are getting. Okay, So when it comes to the rollout project and all, so in the supermarket systems and all, okay, they are just using the tally. Okay, so in Hyderabad, they have one main office organization, and which is located in any high tech city or anything, and they are moderating, and I mean they are operating different types of these tally systems in each and every locality. Okay, now for the reporting wise, they are not getting proper reports. And for the business transactions wise, they are not getting proper reports. And also based on the speed wise, okay, I mean, accurate will be there, right? So based on the speeding of the systems wise also, they want to migrate their system. I mean, their non-SAP applications to the SAP application, and they want to migrate the data from one application to the another application, that non-SAP system to the SAP system. If they want to migrate the data from non-SAP to the SAP system, okay, in that scenario, we will going to use the rollout things. What are those rollout things? For LSM, I mean, for ECC, we use LSMW. I mean, to migrate the data from non-SAP to the SAP system. For SAP S4 HANA, we use the what? LTMC methods. Okay. So you will just adjust the data in Excel, and you will just migrate the data from non-SAP to the SAP system with the help of LTMC and LSNW tools to migrate the data. And after the completion of the migrating data and all, okay, data people will be there and they will just test the data, and what we can say, database people will be there, whether I mean for the particular field this data is accurate or not, they will just check these things. And from the functional people wise, we will just check the our own functional fields. From the technical people wise, they will just check the technical things and all, what are the fields that are there, whether those things are matching with the functional specification fields or not. They will just check each and everything. Okay, and after that they will just migrate the data with the help of this LSNW LTMC tools from non-SAP system, or else from Excel system to the SAP system. Okay, all these things are stored in the development server, and after that we need to move the data to the production servers, right? Okay, to make the business transactions and all. Okay, if the end user wants to make the business transactions and all, that data should be there in production server. Okay, so in rollout project, you do learn a lot of things when it comes to the documentations and all. See, if I say like this, I mean, if I continue like this, automatically you will not going to understand anything.
Exactly.
Okay, just try to learn different types of points that I'm discussing here, and after that just try to have a look on this video. Automatically you will going to learn a lot of points when it comes to the interview preparations and all. I mean, when it comes to the interviews and all, within 2 interviews or 5 interviews, your profile will be selected, I think so.
Oh, so actually, in LSMW, what tool is used? What you said, I just skipped.
I mean, in ECC versions, we use the tool that is LSNW.
No,
If I,
LSMW through some tools
hmm,
you are saying, no? Through some.
LSMWs and also LTMs in SAP FICO S4 HANA.
Okay, okay, yeah.
Yes. So those are the tools, and I will just show you how we can migrate the data from non-SAP system to the SAP system. You don't worry.
Yeah, actually, I don't
See,
want to open that
I mean,
without knowledge with fake experience. I'm facing interview. I don't have enough knowledge. I'm hands-on knowledge in this. At least,
no,
yeah,
don't worry.
not sure. Without doing any practical knowledge, we should not.
Yes.
After long practice of theory, also once you are not doing in practical field, then you are not 100% accurate in that. Once you done a
Yes.
project with that experience, then you are now confident what you are saying, and in every word you are confident about what you are saying.
Yes,
Without doing and without practicing, without practicing and with only listening,
yes,
I'm not getting that confidence. That's why I take these classes, because I know I'm without knowledge, I should not face the interview. With this fake experience, I have implementation project experience, I have support project experience. Actually, one of my friend asked me, Alka, you are showing experience in support project. Do you know about in if interviewer ask you in how many interface you have worked? I'm just wondering what is interface. Yeah, yeah, I heard this name interface, but what is this? When I came to know IDOC, and yeah, I know these words IDOC, ALE. My trainer told me about these words, not explain more than once. I have no idea what is IDOC, and yeah, I know IDOC, ALE, and RFC words are there, but what is function? Without this knowledge, how can I explain to my interviewer, or how can I say myself, yeah, I have an idea in, I work with IDOC, I work with RFC, and all these. I couldn't, I cannot justify myself to speak like this. That's why I clear you about this. Exactly, sir. I want to know about all this because I am showing this experience. Maybe not pretty much, but I have a little knowledge on this that I can face myself for the interview. That's
yes,
why
yes.
that's why I'm clearly mentioned about this. So that I want to learn about this because I am showing
Don't,
experience in.
don't worry, ma'am. See, the main important thing is that you are, I mean, uh, you yourself questioning the what is the interfaces and all. Like, if you don't know the things and all, how, I mean, how could I able to justify my interviews and all? So you are getting so much of questions
Yes,
to your mind, right? And
yes,
you are raising these questions. That is very, very important for every SAP FICOS for HANA aspirant.
yes,
Okay.
yes, yes.
You are just asking about the interfaces. Okay. See, most of the company, see, some of the companies based on their organization view wise, they will just use the interfaces, or else they will not just use the interfaces also. Okay. So this interface refers to the, just observe the point. This interface refers to connecting two or more system to exchange information between them. Now I will just give you the example. You have Hyundai Creta car, or you have Benz gas and all. Okay. So now you have given the car for the servicing in one locality. Okay. And after the 1 month, so on the particular date, the servicing showroom is not open. Okay. When the servicing showroom is not open, what you will do, ma'am? Automatically, you will go for the another servicing showroom, right? So after that, they will just check your car number, whether it is registered with the Hyundai company or not. Obviously, it is registered with the Hyundai company or Benz company or anything. Okay. See, when they entered your car number in their SAP system, automatically they will just get the information on the particular Benz car or any Hyundai cars and all. Okay, on what time this car has been serviced.
Okay.
Okay, how they are getting the information? Because connecting two or more system to exchanging information.
Okay.
So it can involve in creating, modifying, deleting information between the systems, right?
Yes,
So based on that thing, we will use the IDOCs. You got my point, ma'am?
yes, sir. But for
So
idols, we are doing our business transactions. I mean, we are deal with our bank and
see,
customer and
we
vendor.
can use IDOC for the business interchanging processes. I
Mm.
mean, like information changing processes, and also payment processes. You can use the IDOC for the automatic payment program.
Yeah.
See, to an interface is the technical representation of any system, right? And it is the connection point between application data and data in external format. Now you are raising the data in Notepad, ma'am. Okay, now you are exchanging the information, this Notepad, to the particular bank based on the email system. Okay, how you are interchanging this information to the particular bank? So based on these interfaces systems, right?
Yes.
So an interface is a blueprint or contract that defines a set of methods that a class must be implemented. Okay, so this interface, you know it very well, enables business processes, integrations, okay, data communication between two or more systems. See, you will learn a lot of points, ma'am. But the thing is that you should be in a confident position to explain each and everything.
Yeah. Sir,
You
in
got
your
my point?
classes, sir, you are teaching, you teach us everything about this, or you are just giving a brief or explanation on that?
I have explained each and everything on the LSMW and
Okay.
IDOC,
Okay.
everything, business scenarios. And the next one is SAP S4 HANA Universal Ledger Concepts and SAP S4 HANA Business Scenarios. SAP S4 HANA New Asset Accounting. Most of the people are just raising much questions on the SAP FICO S4 HANA Asset Accounting only. If you tell those answers to the particular questions, automatically your profile will be selected.
You
You
also,
just see
I
why,
just,
because in market, okay, lot of SAP ECC people are there. SAP S4 HANA people are not there. Why? Because until you get the experience on the SAP S4 HANA in real time, then only you can able to give the answers to the particular questions that they will going to ask you. Okay, without having SAP S4 HANA real time experience and all, okay, I mean, you will not going to know what is the process that is processing and what are the things that we are going to handling. See, a lot of structures are there, and also organization level wise, you should know the structure. Okay, in ECC, you know it very well. Okay, if you go to the Google, lot of configurations will be there. But in SAP S4 HANA, you don't even find one single answer on the particular SAP S4 HANA questions.
hmm, that's true.
So we should be in a position to explain each and everything on SAP S4 HANA. Why? Because 85% of the companies are using SAP S4 HANA, right?
Yes, see, after 2018,
Yes.
every company is actually work on as for HANA. Na? That's why actually when I'm showing
Yes.
my experience, I giving experience in the SCC, not in S4 HANA. My
Yes.
friend told me, Alka, how could you show this experience with you are doing project, you have recent project, what I had shown. It's in 2020 and with ECC, because at that time it's after 2018 every company moved to S4 HANA, not doing any implementation project in ECC. So don't show like this, otherwise they will easily pick up it's the fake experience. That's why I changed my profile and I say I saw that I have implementation project experience in S4 HANA.
Yes. Yes.
So that's not true.
So make sure that uh, do whatever the experience that you are showing in your resumes and on. So
Yeah.
those should there.
But
I mean, those linked to the SAP S4 HANA only, not on ECC. Don't put any ECC. Why? Because we are not getting much calls for the ECC versions.
okay.
Okay, try to learn the SAP S4 HANA. Please do the practice in SAP S4 HANA. Then you can able to understand these things only. Okay, otherwise you cannot write.
Yes, definitely I'll try once I'm coming to this field.
Just practice each and everything. And the batch is also going to start from 10th June onwards. if you are very much interested to join in SAP S4 HANA and ECC classes, so
Yeah, I
you are
also,
welcome to the particular classes and all. Just try to learn it and also try to appear for the interviews and all. I mean,
yeah, interview
just give
process
it
is
to
separate
any
thing.
company.
Interview process is separate thing, and by
Yes,
conceptually clearance is much important, because
yes,
what I learned from my previous trainer, maybe I get more information from you, because
yes,
every trainers have some limitation. Every trainer will not explain every subject equally. Who are
yes,
giving have some subject they have good knowledge, and another trainer has some separate. That's why I
yes,
want to learn from both of you, because when I go through your that demo class, I'm very happy and satisfied, because yeah, I hope I can learn much more things from you what I skip from my previous trainer. That's why I want to join you also, because once I'm going to going for any implementation project or in support project, then I have enough knowledge to tackle or handle that. Yeah, I have that confidence that I can execute the process. That's why I want to also join the class. And one of my friend also, who was also my batchmate in ECC certification batch, he also, I messaged you about that. He is working as in he has actually not giving the exam in S4 HANA certification, but he want to now appear the exam. That's why he the trainer, and he told me, ma'am, if get any better trainer, then I'll also pursue there. That's why he will also join. But your timing, what's the timing? Is the 6 to 7, or what? If he is going on night shift
to 8, 6 to 8 a.m.
to 8
So the thing is that you have already explained me about your, I mean, activities that you perform on the morning, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
The yeah, no
Because
issue.
I can.
See, I should respect your activities. Okay. The main thing is that 6 to 7 is for the ECC classes. Okay,
Okay. Yeah.
and 7 to 8 is for the SAPS for HANA.
Yes.
Okay, so you have perfect time, right? So you can attend, no issue.
7 to 8 or 8 to 9? What you
Seven to
said?
eight.
7 to 8, na?
It means it will going to start from the 7:30 a.m. I think so.
7:30. Yeah, it is. I am for. I am with 7:30 na. Or next batch also will start from 7:30.
Yes, yes.
Next batch also. Okay. Okay, sir. Convenient for you. I
Okay,
can.
ma'am. No issue. Just share your email ID. I will
Yes.
just share you the interview preparations, sandbox servers, configurations, things, and all. And then next one is main real-time scenarios and IDOC things and all. I will just share you the things. Don't worry.
And
You will
also,
going to
not
learn a lot of things.
now tool. Service now tool. I saw some YouTube videos, but lots of things are there. What I want to know, what the description they are maintaining in that field, service now tool.
Uh-huh.
Then also,
Okay, okay.
have knowledge, sir, please help me.
Yeah, see, I'm not going to comment anything on any trainers or any YouTube channels and all. No. See, why? Because I am having individual content. So they are having individual contents.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is the student choice. Okay. So to whom prefer, I mean, they will going to, I mean, whatever the trainers that they are giving the content on the YouTubes and all, that is only 45 percentage of the content.
Mm.
Okay. They will not going to share the much content on the YouTube,
Yes.
and that is why student will going.
Very
I mean,
good.
they won't know. Uh, I mean, from which trainer I should take the training. Okay, automatically for the first time they will just go to the any other trainers. I mean, who will not going to give much content? That is another thing, ma'am. You have learned something, and I should respect it. Okay, so now you have come to me. Okay, automatically I should give some proper knowledge to your job gaining process and all, right?
Yes, sir. Please do, sir. Nice.
Definitely, I will do, ma'am. Definitely. See, if you follow my videos, automatically you will learn lot of things, ma'am, in SAP ECC, SAP S4 HANA, most probably in SAP S4 HANA.
Hana. Because I am pursuing with S4 HANA, then I'll prefer for getting knowledge from S4 HANA only. Because ECC is not completely absoluted, but it's not in present scenario. That's why I'll go with S4 HANA only.
Okay. You don't worry, ma'am. Completely, I will guide you.
Thank you, sir. Hope so.
Definitely. I mean, you hope you will going to get the job soon.
Single sir.
Okay. Ma'am.
Okay,
Okay,
sir.
ma'am. Tomorrow we will going to meet at same time. That is 7 a.m. Or else, if you are okay with that
7, 7.
7:30 or 8 a.m., definitely message me, and I will be in that time.
Yeah, 7:30, sir.
Definitely, ma'am.
Sure,
Take care.
sure. Okay, sir. Bye, sir. Have a wonderful day.